Hello everyone, welcome back to Divine Journey 2. Last episode we made a farm to automatically farm a bunch of this stuff. It's pretty insane how good this thing is. Almost all of these drawers are full. We also set up pink slime production with cows, and we have it automatically pumped down to the mob farm, and now we have 200 of it, which is amazing. In this episode, I'd like to look into getting the RF Tools builder, which is a very good quarry. But before we do that, I do want to place the builder in the Deep Dark, which is a dimension full of ores. So we have to look into this, and the main cost is cobblestone, about 250,000 for 4 quintuple compressed. The best way of doing this is probably a transfer node from Extra Utilities 2 with a world interaction upgrade, or whatever it's called. Okay, I think it's this one. And we put this on a transfer node. I'm not sure where to put this. There's 5 more processors, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can start here and have some sort of cobble works. So I think this works by having cobblestone, lava, water, one of these, with a mining upgrade. Yes, now we have a drawer and a pipe. Ta-da! Right now this is only 1 a second. You may be able to speed this up, I'm not too sure though. There we go! Much faster. It's not using much grid power at all. I could use more if I really want to. I assume this is doing 4 a second. It looks about that number. It's still going to take ages though to reach the number we need. So can we make the better ones? I think so. Let's do that. There we go. We should be able to make 16. Awesome. And they go here. Whoa! I need a draw upgrade. This might be 16 a second. To hold 250,000, we need one more emerald upgrade. There we go. Once this is almost full, we should be able to afford the portal to the Deep Dark. I've calculated it. This should take about 4 hours, which is fine, because we've got other stuff to do. Okay, so I think it's time to look into RF Tools. But first, we have to make some of this brown slime, which is fertilizer, and crystalline pink slime, which is pink slime and grains of piezomalite, which is easy. Okay, so we can make more mithril, more pink slime, some crystalline pink slime, and finally, brown slime. Oh, we get 2. Did not realize. So we're on to the next machine frame for RF Tools. It uses the industrial foregoing one, brown slime, and dark gears. That's fine, not too bad. And there we go, easy peasy. Okay, the builder. We need 18 mithril, 2 block breakers, and 2 block placers, 2 EMI drives, and a machine frame. This should be fine. We just need 2 sets of these machine parts. So 2 machine chassis. There we go, easy. So 4 of these. 2 block breakers, and 2 block placers. We basically have everything. We just need 2 EMI drives, and a little bit of mithril. So 2 blocks, and the builder. Awesome! Trophy as well. We've not had that in a while. I've never used a builder before. I've only used a digital miner. But this is amazing. It's very fast, and it has a huge range. We're just going to need a shape card. There we go. And we get the quest. Some free stuff as well. Very nice. And to go ahead and make the quarry card, it's just a bit more electrical steel and 2 block breakers. So 1 more of these. Okie dokie. I'm running out of quartz. I use it so often. And the quarry card. Technically, we can just use this now, but preferably I want to be in the Deep Dark. So we're waiting on the cobblestone for this. Whilst that builds up, we can make the quantum disc. And we're not missing too much stuff for this. We just need to do a few things over here. We can make some darkstone. And this, along with graphite and HOP graphite, should get us some industrial grade graphite ore. There we go. Now we can process this for graphite dust and blow it up. The creeper trophy explodes when you right click and it doesn't destroy any blocks. Much better than TNT explosion. Now we can make a mineral sapling to get into integrated dynamics if we want to. I will definitely do that soon. The mod is very powerful in many ways. But moving on to the quantum disk, we can almost make this. We just need a cubic crystal, 2 advanced circuits, and finally the quantum disk. Brilliant! The only thing that we're missing now is the cobblestone. We're about a quarter of the way there, so not too bad. I do have to think about how I'm going to power this though. One of these should work. They're quite cheap as well, just 1 machine frame. I will definitely look into that. We also have to transfer the items from the Deep Dark to here. I think you can do that as well with RF tools. Yeah, I think it's this, the modular storage. You can make it cross dimensions, and it's not too bad. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I have returned. I've collected everything for 5 machine frames. This will be for 2 power cells, 2 storage modules, and 1 remote storage. Yeah, this. That should be enough to transfer power there and bring items back. We're still missing quite a bit of cobblestone. We're almost halfway, but what I want to do is swap this over to a compacting drawer. I believe I can frame this. Yes, I will try craft the power cells for now. They're relatively cheap, so 2 simple power cells and 2 normal power cells. Oh, more dark steel. There we go. We can upgrade to advanced. It's just mithril and dark steel. Might as well. I don't think we need that much power though, but we do get free cards. Now we're going to have to craft 2 modular storage and 1 remote storage. I think I can do this. So 2 of these. These are the cheap ones. The remote storage is kind of expensive with the quantum disks. And there we go, 1 remote storage. So in addition to these 2, we need 1 of these, which is cheap, thankfully, and 2 of these, which is more quantum disks. Oh, we can make this one straight away. These might be a problem. There we go. We should be ready to go. We're just waiting on the cobblestone. It will be a while. We can also make a silk quarry or fortune quarry. I'll definitely go with silk touch. The only thing we're missing is 1 silk touch book, which we can't get. Okay. I guess I'll go with fortune. It will make ore processing a little bit easier. So we need 2 fortune 3 books. We can't afford that. I got a bunch of lapis. I did use silk touch because you can enrich this for 12. So this is 12 stacks of lapis, which is a lot, I think. Anyway, we need to defeat 2 withers. 1 down, 2 down. Easy peasy. Also, just so we don't waste all of our levels, I want 1 of these. It's not too bad. I do need 1 of the expensive drums. We can steal this one. This doesn't need to be a big buffer because it's sent down to the mob farm. So I will replace it with an iron one. There we go. Looks nicer too. And now we can finally craft the experience obelisk. It took me so long just to make it. We can even get rid of this and put it all in here. There we go. And we have 102 levels. Lovely. I'm hoping this is enough lapis. Yes. Okay, great. And now we can make the fortune quarry card. We should be ready to go. I'm just waiting on cobblestone. Let's see how close we are. We need 4 quintuple. I can make 2, so we're halfway. Probably a bit more than halfway. I'll help the transfer a bit. There we go. We can get rid of this now. So how close am I now? We have 3. Ah, we're very close. We just need 60,000 more. Okie dokie. I believe we have enough now. There we go. And now 4 blocks of dark steel. And the deep dark portal. First I want to figure out how the power cell works, so I'll put it here, and set it to input. How does this work? Oh, okay. You need to place 2 down, before this can accept anything. Wait, why do I have 3? I did not make 3, did I? Did I dupe these? I don't know. Oh well, I have an extra one now. Okay, let's go to the deep dark. I'll place it here. Here we go. Cool. We want this all in one chunk, so for now, I will do a 512 by 512 area. Okay, I think this works. I don't know. We can try it. I think we put in a power cell card and set to output. There we go. Now it's powered and go. First thing we want to do is blacklist cobblestone and also stone. I forgot about that. And we're getting stuff. A lot of stuff. How much power is this using? I don't really know. We are getting string from cobwebs. I will try and filter that. This is amazing. So to send this back to the overworld, I think we can just do this with one of these. I think we link these together like this and enable. And then a storage module here. I'm pretty sure we can just do this. There we go. I do want upgrades, so this can keep up. Or we could just use integrated dynamics when we get into that. The transfer rate on those can be whatever you want, so you can just pick a really big number. Now we can go back to the overworld, and with the other one, I think we should be able to link this. I got this the wrong way round. I did it all wrong. Bear with me here. Stop doing that. Also, while we're here, we can add cobwebs to the blacklist. Okay, let's try again. This goes in here, and we link these. And it's these two that go in the storage modules. There we go. Now if we put this here, we can see everything, and we can simply extract out of this. Awesome. Now I have to think about ore processing and stuff. This might be tricky. I definitely want to expand the base. We don't really have anywhere to put this. I will probably go that way. At least we know it works. Welcome to ore processing, or it will be soon, I guess. I've filtered out everything that we've got at the moment. I do have space for a lot more, especially on the ore side. I even had to extend this. It was symmetrical, but then I realized we didn't have enough space. But I think it looks quite cool, being asymmetrical, especially this line. I really like that. Anything that needs to be processed goes over to this side, and anything that doesn't skips over to this side. So we only have to deal with these ores. The fastest way right now is probably the mechanism enrichment chamber, since we can upgrade it. So I'm thinking just a bunch of those. We won't get byproducts this way, but that's fine. I will keep nickel from being processed, so we can process it this way and get platinum. Same with cinnabar, but everything else I think is fine, just to enrich. I'll try make 8 enrichment chambers, so we can make 4 enriching factories. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And we should be able to make 4 enriching factories. Ta-da! I'm not sure if this is enough or not, but we can always expand. There's 12 ores that we want to process. We're not doing cinnabar or nickel, so for now, I will set up filters for 3 ores each. That sounds like the best plan at the moment. We also need furnaces. I forgot about that. How about we do this? And furnaces will go here, or smelting factories, which are very cheap. Easy peasy. Actually, let me change this a bit. There we go. We do have space for 2 more, and maybe some out front as well. Okay, so I think I've set up all the machines correctly. So this first one is gold, iron, and aluminium. The next one is copper, lead, and silver. The one after that is tin, osmium, and black quartz. And the last one is these 3, from Divine RPG. Okay, I think we can turn this on. It will be very slow right now, because we have no upgrades, but I'm just sort of testing it out at the moment. Okay, there we go. It's working. Sort of. We just have to filter everything. So now, we have 8 machines, so I want 8 sets of speed and energy upgrades. So a stack of both, which will be expensive, but it's basically just steel. So we can just make a bunch. Okay, so we've got 12 stacks of steel and almost 4 stacks of this. So we should be able to make a stack of these. Yeah. And in a tiny weeny bit, we can make a stack of speed as well. So for now, I will install all of these. And now we have enough for a stack of speed as well. Great. That wasn't too bad. This is how fast it goes now. It's about a second, and it does 3 at a time. So I'm hoping that that's good enough. So I think we're free to turn this on. There will be a bunch of stuff that we've not filtered, like this, but we do have space, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, this is way too quick. I'll definitely look into integrated dynamics, like right now, for this pipe and the pipe that's from the quarry to this. Those two need to be very fast. I will turn this off for now. Okay, so integrated dynamics. First thing we need to do is make a mineral sapling using mithril and a hyperdiamond and a sapling. Should be easy? Yeah. We should definitely be farming this. I might move the cactus or the sugarcane down to here. That's probably what I'm going to do. Ooh, pretty tree. So it wants us to make some logic cable. And we're also going to need some variable cards, which are very cheap. You get 8 per craft. Brilliant. How does this work? I have no idea. I will try and figure this out. We need some sort of exporter, or something. I guess these two? Never mind. we need an interface. And they are 2 chapters ahead, over here. So yeah, we can't do that. I guess we can make a bunch of extract speed upgrades. They're not that bad. I'll also try and make a bunch of these, in these drawers. I was 1 short. As for Draconium, I think I will place it over here, and have a special filter for it, on one of these. There we go, and that can go here. We are getting mushrooms, for some reason. I'll add it to the blacklist. We are running out of power when we have the quarry on. I may double our diesel setup sometime soon. Ooh, some stuff to filter. One thing I can turn off is this quarry. We do not need it anymore. We have plenty. That should save us a little bit. We're still going down, but much slower than before. All that remains is to connect this up to a storage bus. So P2P, and link it, and we're 1 short. Brilliant. There we go. And look at all this. Almost 3,000 copper. We had barely any of that before. 2,000 osmium. We also ran out of that. 7,000 coal. This is great. It's not even been that long. We do have to turn off the quarry though. Otherwise we will run out of power. Also we need some more extract speed upgrades on this side. That's fine. They are cheap. Also we have a little bit more stuff to filter. Like Yellorium. We can simply just add it to one of the filters. How about this one? And also put it in the wall. And put it here too. So before we move on to chapter 12, I would like to fix our power system. I would really like to have the quarry on constantly, but right now we can't do that. So I would like another fermenter, squeezer, refinery, and 2 more diesel generators. But before that, we do need to expand our farm, because it won't keep up. So we need a bunch of 1x2 drawers, connected via trim, and aqueous soil on top. Now we need a bunch of red alloy wire to tick the soil, and then we place the barley down. Now we can move these drawers to the center of the room, so everything can share. Okay, everything's set up. Now it's time to make all the machines. I'll make these 3 first. Okay, that was easy. It only took like a couple minutes. Okay, I just have to make the diesel generators now. This shouldn't be that bad. There we go. Okay, that did take a while. Alrighty then. Ta-da! It's a bit of a squeeze here. It's fine. What a fantastic sound. I believe everything's running. This looks amazing, by the way. It's a room filled to the brim with machines. Looks like we are keeping up on everything as well. Now what I want to do is test if I can run the quarry. So let's give it a go. I really should edit this a bit. It starts at a really high Y level, where there's basically no ores. How about this? What Y level does it go to now? About 60. I might go a tiny bit higher. So an offset of this. That should go from 80 downwards, which is fine. How's the power doing? We might be fine. Yeah, I think so. Awesome. I'm glad we fixed that. Okay, so I think I'm ready to jump straight into chapter 12, which is actually additions. So the machine frame is basically the exact same price as the RF Tools one, because all it uses is iron and black quartz. So it's really not too bad. So 1 RF Tools machine frame, and then 1 iron casing. Yay! So the first machine that we can make is the Atomic Reconstructor. From dark steel, quantum disks, and this? Okay. I guess we did need to get into integrated dynamics. We do need more chunks though, of mineral. So 1 ME drive, 4 blocks of mineral, some operation processors. Now we can make a variable store, and 1 materializer. I think these are quests, but they're locked behind this for some reason. I'll do those later. The only things we're missing are 2 quantum disks. I hate these things. There we go. And now we can make the Atomic Reconstructor. Awesome. So now we can make a bunch of stuff by zapping certain materials. I'm not entirely sure where to put this. I know I want to put the empowerers here, so I might put this over here. We could put it facing downwards. I've never done that before. Wait, can we make it go upwards? And on pulse mode. Does this work? There we go. It's powered. Does this work though? Yes! Wow, I did not know you could do that. So we can make void crystals with coal, Rustonia with redstone, Inori with iron, Glod with gold, Palace with lapis, Diamantine with diamond, and Emeradic with emerald. I just made a stack of all of them. Great! We can also make aesthetic quartz and aesthetic green quartz. So with some brown slime and Inori, we can make some basic coils. And that with 4 Glod gets us the advanced coil. We can make a single battery, and then a double battery. My flux capacitor is charging it. That's funny. Okay, now we're on to the Empowerer, which I am scared about. This could be very expensive. It's not that bad. I will make 1 set. I will want like 1 million in the future. So we're going to need 3 lots of these enhanced machine parts. So we have to do this rabbit hole again. It's fine. There we go. That took forever. So for 7 of these, we are going to need 14 gold casing. But we craft these in lots of 4, so I'll have to make 16, with 4 of these. There we go. All we need is 7 advanced coils. And we should have everything for 7 of these. Yes. Now for the Empowerer, we need 1 more double battery, so 2 more advanced coils. We are out of brown slime. That's annoying. Okay, so 2 of these, and 2 advanced, and then a single battery, and a double battery. We do actually need to charge it as well, for the recipe. So all we're missing is 1 of these machine frames, and we're almost there. Oh, more brown slime. There we go. Iron casing, and the Empowerer. I can't say it, by the way. Empowerer. Empowerer. Close enough. Yippee! So the Empowerer goes in the center, and the display stands 2 blocks away. This doesn't need power, but these do. So now with this, we can empower the crystals with 4 random items. Some of these are a bit harder than others. Yeah, I think we'll look into this next episode, and we might look into Elevatium too, but we'll see. So I think I'll leave it there. The main thing that we got done was ore processing and a quarry. We are probably going to need to do a lot of automation now, so getting all of this stuff passively would help a lot. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.